Couscous, so nice you say it twice.
Oh no, you took what I was going to say. The workout's so nice you say it twice.
Well, here we go. The first partner workout. Teams of 2, 100 wall balls, 100 chest to bar, 100 hang power cleans, 100 burpee box jump overs.
I'm assuming there'll be a correction in that.
Yeah, so it won't actually look that bad.
Okay, so here we go. We've got Lois with Siobhan, who's not in shot yet, so it looks like it's just Lois.
Yeah, what a beast.
And then we've got Gaz, we've got Gareth with his friend Ben Parsons, who's not an AOD athlete, but he's a good friend of Gaz's, and I think they're doing that at CrossFit Digbeth or something like that.
Looks like it, yeah.
Have you been there before?
No, I've not been there. Just got Alex who trains out there as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So here we go, wall balls, right? I mean, obviously our video's up in a bit when we go head to head with the girls, but let's just talk about what we're seeing here initially. I mean, I think both these guys are going to do the pretty obvious thing. Siobhan is going to slide in there, so the ball doesn't really stop moving at any point, which I think is good. Obviously for the ladies, throw into a slightly lower target. It's going to be slightly quicker cycle time. I don't know if you can compare Gaz.
These sets are big though. Gaz has gone for a big set. I don't know if this is maybe a 30 or maybe it's even more than that.
Yeah, potentially. I don't think it really matters. Oh, okay, they put it down.
Yeah, okay. Maybe they thought there was a standard in there or something.
Yeah, potentially.
They couldn't keep it airborne.
Just for the record, the wall ball rep hits when it hits the line or above the line. Sorry, that is the rep. So then you can do whatever the hell you want after that. Like you see Lois and Siobhan changing again there, and really the ball shouldn't stop moving for all 100 reps, right? Pretty simple. Wall balls aren't that taxing for, especially when you get at reps.
Yeah, I guess it's quite an obvious one to say, but when you're looking at a workout that's this large, that's this many reps, was it like 400 reps in total? Obviously going to be a lot of transitions, and obviously rep speed is going to be important as well because there's 2 of you working at it. So that transition, the seamless one that the ladies are doing, where one's just sliding in, that's obviously better. But then these guys, given that they think the ball probably has to touch the ground, I'm assuming, that's still a very fast transition, and that's what you want to see. The best scores are going to come from who can maintain quick transitions, especially once we get onto the barbell. That's where it's really going to...
rep speed and transition speed.
Yeah,
agreed. But we'll see that in a moment, won't we? So I don't know about you. We didn't think that doing big or small sets would really make a difference. I don't feel like it would.
I don't think it does either.
No, unless you hate wall balls or something, and doing over like a 10 is hard or something. But
I don't really feel like this was enough wall balls to affect anyone too much. It was almost a bit like foreplay, like getting you in.
Just got to get it done. Getting into it. Yeah. So for the record, Siobhan Lois slightly altered the workout because of Siobhan's shoulder, so they had to do handstand push-ups. Is that right?
Yes.
Whereas Gaz and Ben are going to do chest to bar.
Which I feel people could make an argument for both, but I don't actually think there's too much difference.
I'd probably lean to chest to bar being quicker.
Yeah, like the rep speed of chest to bar is quicker. However, the transition of a handstand push-up is probably slower. But like I say, I think people's capacity is probably fairly similar in the 2 movements if you were to compare them side by side.
Probably on average, taking out like personal
like
discrepancies and favourites. Agree, definitely. So it'll be interesting to see what Siobhan does there. But you see that was a quick change from the lads there. Gaz got a nice wide grip. It'll be interesting to see what he opens up with, as we know that I think opening with a massive set might not be the best idea.
He hasn't even got any grips on, I think.
I think that was just the 10.
No, he does. I was about to say, I think he's got any grips on. I'd be like, that is so savage.
That would be pretty brutal.
And old school as well.
I don't think Ben does. Or does he? Well, he might have something on his wrist there. Anyway, with the chest to bar, I think what we learned from this really, or what you're going to see, is that actually managing your grip is going to be quite...
For the barbell.
For the barbell afterwards is actually going to be quite key. I don't want to say especially for the guys, but I just feel like I know for us, like the girls obviously they found the barbell probably a bit easier than we did relatively. So I'd say that probably for the lads who are going to find the barbell a little bit tougher than some of these strong ladies. Managing when we
see the girls get onto the bar, I mean, I know that Gaz does some thigh bangers as well, but when you see the girls get onto the bar, because they're predominantly thigh banging, it's not as taxing on your grip just because you're not holding it for as long. And then also you're not like pulling back against the bar with your hands. You're effectively just rebounding it off your thighs and then using the whip of the bar, which there's obviously nothing wrong with that. It's just, I think it's just a bit more comfortable for the ladies because the bar's just lighter, but we'll see. Is there some sweet music overlaid on this?
There will be,
like
if you want.
Cool. Yeah.
Never an awkward silence.
Yeah.
Actually found some new music. But anyway, let's wait and see, shall we? Because I think that, like you said, the chest bar really, even though we planned it out, I think again it's just almost like a bit of foreplay, like just getting into it. I don't think you don't win or lose it on the chest bar, as we found out. The separators that hang power cleans, I think. You see, I think the handstand push-ups are going to be hard. I think if you're personally.
Do you see how the transitions are slow, and like even the start of it, like on the chest bar, you're straight in with the kip.
Yeah.
But then also they haven't got that grip fatigue factor, right? But it's a hard one to compare. Right?
Yeah. So interesting enough, Gaz getting onto the cleans obviously before the ladies are there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Which is interesting.
We're going to see. This is going to be a good race. This is going to be good.
So Gaz is actually doing these hangs like like a hang to start with.
Yeah.
But I think he changes in a bit.
He decides that he doesn't need femoral arteries or anything like that. Anyway,
or his quads for the next week.
Yeah. Just.
Here we go then. Right. This is the talking point, I think, really, because this is where the girls can, the ladies, I should say, sorry, can really separate themselves from the guys. One, bigger sets, I'd imagine. Like, I don't really think the ladies here are going to be going under 10s. I don't know that, but and two, the cycle speed. Even if you are banging, it's just like Gaz was just then. Lotus's reps are still quicker, I think. So yeah, I mean, technique-wise, is it efficient? Like, I guess it is. It's speedy. The rep speed's high. Like...
I think it's efficient because it's actually using the least like musculature.
Yeah.
So you're obviously using the physics of the bar.
Yeah.
So
the bounce
you're
and the
using
whip.
the bounce and the whip, but then also how your body's then reacting on the weights as well. It's like this. It's almost like a plyometric movement.
Yeah.
If you get like it's just bam, bam, bam like that, and it's actually, although your grip's being challenged a lot, it's more of like an elasticity thing. Like if you look at like, it's a really fast rate of force development in the ankles and things like that. It's almost like replicative of like is that a word? Almost similar to like a box jump or something like that.
Comparable to
like a box jump over.
Yeah.
Is that really quick rebound? Whereas Gaz is currently doing something like that as well. But if when we get back to Ben, you can see that there's a lot more time under tension. It's a lot more muscular, and you're probably going to find that you get more muscular fatigue across your whole body, in your posterior chain and your grip, as opposed to ladies who are probably just trying to manage their grip right now.
I think that, I agree, and I think that if you watch some of the transitions now between Siobhan and Lois, that is where, if you had two ladies head to head, this is where the workout's going to be made up, is on that, because their rep speed's going to be quite similar. Like with G and Helen, their rep speed's probably going to be quite similar on average. Yeah. But it's going to be who can then throw it down, get in, get it up.
That's a good transition there.
Pretty good. I mean, it could be better. Like, you're in the heat of a workout, and I know ours weren't even that good potentially, but
you wait until they
come up. but I'm just saying, if we're talking about where could they make up time, that is where right now Siobhan could have picked the bar up already. It's not a fault of hers, like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying there's not really that many other places.
I honestly think that the workout, the crux of the workout, is the hang power cleans, because when you get onto the burpees, like, there's nothing up until that point that's really going to limit the movement of them, other than like your cardiorespiratory, like being able to breathe and manage your heart rate. So like on these, the muscular fatigue they create, I don't think it's going to have much interference with the box overs. No. So if you can hold on for bigger sets, have less transitions, it's going to put you in much better stead.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, because now the chest to bar, obviously Siobhan and Lois didn't do chest to bar, but if they did, chest to bar's out of the way, right? Yeah. You don't need to grip for the burpees, so you can just literally let it rip on the barbell.
So the girls went freeze. When I spoke to Lois about it, she said they went freeze, which is alright. Like, they're going to be cycling through really, really quick.
As long,
so I actually don't think that the burpees are going to be too much of a differentiator. Like, if you look at the level of athlete that we're kind of comparing here, I don't think anyone's burpees will be particularly faster than others, unless an individual starts really hanging on it and slows down. I think it's going to be around like a 20 burpee per minute kind of pace, maybe 20 burpees per every 110 kind of pace. And I think, like, especially the people we're comparing in these two videos, I think they can hold that pretty much.
Yeah, and there is a limit to how fast you can do these
box over burpees.
Yeah, box over burpees. I mean, and I think you're right, when you've got two pretty high level athletes sort of taking short, sharp intervals, it's like the girls are doing threes, and it's just 3 burpees, right? I mean, in your head, it's quite manageable to break that up, and I think people like that. My advice would be that if you were starting to hang and feel like you slow down, don't completely stop, just drop the sets, right? And because 3, you always feel it can knock 3 burpees out. I would say, instead of like getting your partner to take a double set or something, just drop the sets down.
Yeah, sure.
The reps down.
So the guys are now onto their burpees as well. You can see, like, I mean, the whole thing for the guys, you can see that it just takes its toll that a little bit more. Like, the girls are really keeping their pace in there.
Yeah, I mean, Ben's stepping up, which I don't think...
That box looks high for him, man.
Yeah, I don't know how tall he is, but let's see what Gaz does. Gaz is staying quite high going over the box there. I don't know if that's because, I'm not sure if that's just the way he does box jumpers. Not saying it's necessarily slower at all. It looks like though you've just got to take a little extra. You've got to take a little extra moment to balance yourself and coordinate a jump. Whereas when you're sort of doing, look at Siobhan, right? She sort of jumps and then finds her feet on the just find the box.
No, you're totally right. So it's back to it, right? What we were talking about with the barbell, like that rate of force development being quick. So if you watch Lois, feet are up, then as soon as she hops those feet up, she's already jumping straight back up. Whereas you look at the guys, it's almost like this. It's almost close to an extra second on the ground, and it's just going to create so much more speed. Now I know
on the box, you mean on top of the box?
No, as we stand up. Right? So look, extra set. No, not an extra.
No. But over 100 reps, it will be at least a few seconds.
Now I'm just speaking for Gaz here. Like, he's had issues with his meniscus, right? So generating force quickly can be one of those things, and like rebounding things and stuff like that. And that's something that we've really worked on. But it's definitely like that basic ability to react quickly really then starts to come into effect here as well. Yeah,
I mean, I'd say that the only thing I'd say to these guys is that, you know, try and get both feet, pop both feet. As soon as they hit the ground, you're jumping, right? You're pushing off.
I mean, I feel like they're actually speeding up a little.
I feel like Gaz is. Ben's still stepping, I think. Gaz does a different thing, right to left now. I don't know if I've just noticed that, or he's like popping. Oh, no, I don't know really. It's just hanging. But yeah, that would be my advice is even like, I don't know how far forward they're on the box, but when we were doing it, or when I do burpees over bar or burpees over box, don't have your chest so close. You can have your hips right in line with the box, so that you don't have to pop your feet up very far. So that when you actually stand up, you then become in line with the box, instead of standing up and the box being slightly forward or being at the back end of it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You want to make sure that when you pop your feet, they're in the middle of the box, and you're not near the back end of it.
Are we actually going to sit here and watch another 3 minutes of burpees?
I don't know.
Could we?
Yeah.
Could we roll the footage?
Roll the footage.
I mean, it's got to be the handstands, isn't it? Because they finish a little bit behind us. There you go.
14:03.
Boom. So that's a little bit slower than we did. If you were to compare their workout directly with ours, it's got to be the handstands that slowed them down, because
it's got to be.
Their barbell was
way quicker than ours.
Much quicker, yeah.
Be quite interesting to run ours next to theirs actually and see how that went. Good work, Siobhan. Good work, Lois. Well done. 14:03.
Well done, guys. Siobhan looks like she's had a lot of fun.
Yeah. There we go. 14:03. What the guys coming out? I think it's like 16:35. Should we just skip ahead to that? No offense, boys. We've talked about burpee technique, haven't we?
3 hours later.
3 hours later.
Pretty quick though.
Yeah. 8.
This is
no. This is 10. 10. Sorry.
That is brutal.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Imagine. I felt like doing that to you. I felt like being like, yeah, mate. Like last 10. There you go. Like, take it away, Mikey.
I was going to try and jump
because I do that on the barbell. I'm like this. Yeah, mate. I'll take the last 10. And you're like, oh, good. I was expecting a little bit of that coming back.
Look, we've already gone, man. We missed your first wall ball and your good start.
Oh, we missed it. Will you rewind?
Yeah. Okay. Ready? Pause.
Start of second workout. Again. Yeah. Here we go. Right. Let's see how quick we are now on these first wall balls.
Every second counts. Harry Keane, first wall ball is a race in itself.
Two scores.
Boom.
First wall ball total time.
Yeah.
We've just won the
1-0.
first workout.
Brilliant.
21.1.
I didn't even do
first
anything.
in the world.
Right, so interestingly now we've got Chloe and Ross. So they're the only people that did it male, female.
As a mixed
a
pair,
mixed pair. And then we've got 2 screens. Bottom right is the camera me and Harry set up for our performance. And then the top screen is Helen and Georgia, who subsequently trash us, I think it's fair to say.
Yes, it's just...
If you want to see a thrashing.
I don't actually know the exact moment of like...
It's on the hang powers, definitely.
I mean, you see how they're already just pulled ahead like by 2 reps. Although my first wall ball was the first wall ball kind of thing, which I feel like we were fighting a losing battle to start off with. But I think we were right to have confidence.
Yeah, definitely.
And go out fighting.
I had confidence until I watched Helen do her first set of hang powers.
Oh yeah, go on, Mike.
Then I didn't have any confidence.
I can't wait to get to that, and we're just. Just like
I do a 5 and then drop it.
It's ridiculous that we were even smack talking.
Yeah.
Like, we were like, oh no, maybe the girls will like be thigh banging and it'll be a bit quicker than us, and we were like, oh, I don't think it's that much quicker, and it's literally just destruction.
Yeah, quite quick.
Destruction.
Boing.
So what's quite interesting with Ross and Chloe then is that they have the 2 balls, right? Which would probably speed things up because she hasn't got to wait for his ball to come down to start her rep.
As soon as it hits
Bam,
the top. Yeah. Nice work, Chloe. Yeah, I like
I
that.
mean, you're saving a second, right? But every second counts.
Well, I mean, when you can, you might as well.
When we're talking about racing exercise, every second counts.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
nice transition there. G jumping in.
Yeah. I mean, I think for Chloe and Ross, I'm not sure, but I think the chest bar starts to get tough towards the end.
Yeah.
So that's also somewhere, but that would be tough. But
that kind of just comes down to like between the 2 of you, how many chest bar can you manage under intensity, and also it's not mixed. It's all in one. It's like it's a very dense portion of chest bar.
Right, yeah,
so
right.
like if you've got one person who can get 50 chest bar in a really dense amount of time, that's going to be good. But if you haven't got 2 of those, there's going to be a limitation there.
Yeah.
So then like even if you had one person who was real strong on the chest bar, but they haven't quite got enough volume, it could end up holding you up in both ways. So,
but even like you say, because it's so densely populated, the chest bar, it's like, it's like you're like to me, it's only 60 chest bar. It's like, yeah, but it's 60 chest bar in 90 seconds or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, that is a lot. Do you know what I mean? And you can say that about these moves when you have them. You don't have it 5 rounds for time.
So here it comes, Michael Allen's fatal error, right?
Yeah, I went out a little hot on something, guys, and
maybe we get a little counter going.
I don't know if you want it. But I basically, I'm not even that
okay, so there
great
we go.
at chest bar.
There we go, right? The girls 3 seconds on. So what we agreed to do as a tactic, as a pair, was that we'd go 20s on the wall balls, then I'd take an extra set for then Mike to then go for a larger set of chest bar, give you a little bit, I mean the wall balls didn't really touch us, I don't think. I mean, you went big, you went for 30, I probably was just expecting 20. But
I'll be honest, what got me was that I did 30 and you did 10. So then I had to jump up and do another 10.
Yes.
So it was like 40 in like under a minute or something.
Yeah, I think like we say, it's in a workout that's got so many reps. It's really easy to always look back and be like, maybe we should have done this. But we said it like, I think I should have gone for maybe like a 20.
Yeah, definitely.
But I just wasn't expecting you to go out with a 30.
No.
So I just stayed in my lane.
Yeah.
And did kind of what I was expecting.
That's the easy thing. You never know now. Now I know.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Because I fancied myself after that performance piece with the 30, 20, 10.
You know, it doesn't help as well. The two girls, the 2 AOD girls, they're banging out 20s.
Yeah, they're good at chest as well. They do. They just do 520s, don't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Short and sweet.
So let's take a look at Ross and Chloe and see if we have any kind of technical.
Yeah, I've spoken to Ross a little bit about keeping his feet a little straighter before in some of his bar muscle ups, and he told me that he sometimes does it for a speed thing, and I do believe him. But then I watch him do a few things and watch him do these chest to bar, and I'm thinking, you know, it's not necessarily the speed of the rep now, and I'm wondering if he wants to try and stay a little bit longer through the feet.
No, I see what you mean.
They're not bad by any means.
Then you kind of just hold tension for a bit longer.
Just a little bit longer.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean.
Chloe's jumping up doing what, sets of, I don't know, maybe like 5?
I think she was doing 3s at one point. She's going for 4 there.
Yeah.
I honestly think for her, the actual chest bar themselves don't necessarily look too bad. It's more of a capacity thing. And like I was talking about, in your pair, if you've got one person whose capacity isn't quite there, the other person's going to get punished more and more. That's almost kind of how it showed in ours. Although we both have the capacity to split that evenly, or like to even do bigger sets, because you took that big set early, as if you had more capacity. It really punished you.
It did indeed. It did indeed.
So here now you can see the big difference between our hand power cleans with the girls.
Just watch me and Helen now.
Yeah, I mean that comparison is crazy. I love this double angle as well. It's really good.
You can watch wherever you want.
Yeah. You can literally just watch our demise from all kinds of places.
Yeah.
So did we clock how much quicker they got off the Chester bar as well?
No,
I don't think it was crazy. I don't think it was crazy amounts. We got on the Chester bar at a similar time. They probably would have picked up like maybe up to 10 seconds or something like that. But this is it. This is the differentiator.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I don't think our transitions are worse than theirs. They might even be a tad quicker on the bar, but they're just going. Their rep speed's bigger, their sets are bigger, because I was only doing 5s.
Yeah, they were going out with 12 to start with.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, look at this transition.
They're doing like one. We probably did double the amount of sets. Maybe not as much as that, but
no.
We warmed up with some thigh bangers. It just wasn't. It's
not something I've done a lot of, to be honest.
No. I think I can.
It is a skill, like we spoke about a little bit. It is
that.
something that you can, I guess, if you practice, you could get good at. But I mean, Helen and Gia are just eating these up.
Yeah. So I guess this was another thing we could talk about, was like, because you're hurting so bad from the Chester bar.
Yeah.
It then started dragging me down, in the sense that you can see my transitions really slowing on the bar, and I'm down to 5s now as well. I hit a 10 towards the end, but it's like, because if I'd taken more Chester bar, you would have been able to contribute more in here.
Yeah.
I would have got longer rest. And it's kind of like a bit of a downward spiral.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what's just causing us to take all of these breaks and have all these transitions, which is just killing our time. I don't think the burpee box overs were necessarily bad for us. Also, like, I just couldn't have done more. Like, I wanted to kick into that next gear.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't present.
No, absolutely, mate. I mean, it's not.
Is this G getting ready to do box overs?
Yeah, man. That's it. They're done. I think they're like 30 reps ahead.
Good lord. Yeah, good lord. Really.
30 hand powers
They've opened up that kind of lead. What do you think about their kind of burpee box over pace?
I think it's pretty good. G's doing that quite a good thing, where she's not snaking very much. It's like hit the chest and go. Helen's doing the same, hit the chest and go. Helen's actually doing it well there.
Yeah.
Boom. Whereas on Lois and Siobhan, do you see a little bit more snaky hips, or do you know what I mean? That like roll down.
The reason you probably saw that is because they had
handstand push-ups. Yeah, I know.
So
their
triceps are just more fatigued. Whereas
Yeah.
this is just like, here we go. Triceps are like party time. We've literally done nothing yet.
I mean, I'll be honest, mate. I like burpees. I quite like burpee boxing burpees. I hated this set of 50. It was awful. I felt destroyed, and I don't know what it was.
It was
a mixture of things.
It was dark.
So, just as a note for Ross and Chloe, you can see really it's almost more evident there, because look, Chloe is doing the girls.
Yeah, wow, look at that.
Like what the girls are kind of doing with the thigh bangers.
They're nice. It almost looks like she's recovering on it.
And then Ross, if he is doing what we were doing with the hang powers.
Yeah, like a longer hang.
Yeah.
Still shifting that barbell.
He is shifting it well.
The fact that they got pushed quite hard on the Chester bar though probably suggests that their grips
going to be pretty tough.
Pretty smoked.
I think they're doing
as well.
5s each, which I'll be honest doesn't bode well for Ross.
No,
because Chloe's definitely quicker through.
You want to unload. You want to try and unload as many.
A couple more
on female. Yeah.
I'd have probably, if I'd have been Ross, I'd have said, "Hey, Chloe, I'm going to do more chest."
Let's see if we can sync up some burpee races here.
Okay. I mean, we sort of sit in the way of the camera, I think, which isn't great. Oh, look, me and Gia go.
Yeah, you and Gia. Oh, she's on her last rep.
Oh, yeah, it's hard to do it like that, I suppose.
Right, maybe.
And you're just in the way now.
That sucks.
But I think you sit there quite a lot.
Maybe me and Helen will sync up. Nope.
Why?
Oh, here we go. We've got a race on her, and she's done. They're finished.
Yeah.
Oh wait, they're not finished.
No, they're not finished, but they're.
I thought that just
partners.
You know, that slow transition just looked like they were done.
Yeah.
But they could be slow because we were miles behind.
Yeah.
So something to talk about is the transitions for the burpees. I think this is something that a lot of people got into, was doing burpees for odd numbers.
Yeah.
And then you're basically then just slotting in behind that person, so there's not really any juggling around. You're always starting on the same side, and you're pretty much like, as soon as they've jumped onto the box for their last rep, you can start thinking about trying to hit the deck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, in theory, that sounds great. In practice, it's another thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think let's watch mine now here.
Should we talk about your sweet tracksuit bottoms as well that are like rolled up above your knees?
I think they restricted blood flow to my legs during the hang powers.
I think they restricted blood flow to your brain, and that's why you went so pale afterwards.
Yeah, potentially.
Look at this, just a man in the middle of the camera. This is a shambles.
It is not our best filming. The girls have actually kept a really good.
I love those trackies, man.
Burpee box jump over pace.
Oh,
look at them, just do it.
They're smashing it, man.
Sponsor me, Nike.
I can't believe how long these burpees take. They're 30% of the workout.
Yes. They don't feel like 30%. They feel like half.
Yeah, it does feel like half. For the girls, it was like half, to be honest.
Oh, you were just having a little nap there, were you?
Oh yeah, lost count. Thought you had only done 3.
No, the girls' burpee box jump pace hasn't slowed at all. She's looking as fresh as when she started, which is good.
Animals.
Yeah, it's good.
They smelt blood, didn't they?
Yeah.
And there was a lot of smack talk going down leading into it.
Yeah.
And they smelt blood. It was definitely a lot of tension as well when we were warming up. Everyone was a little bit like looking at each other's tactics, all these kind of things. And they smelt blood and they took us. I mean, I can't wait for the next partner workout. Adzi, put in partner workouts every week until we beat the girls.
Yeah.
What would we need?
Well, we don't need hang power cleans.
Okay, not that. What would we need to beat the girls? Maybe ring muscle ups.
Running and ring muscle ups.
I mean, that I don't like that combo, but I'm still gonna back the boy team.
Yeah.
You know, and then we can then get them to review the video of them getting smoked.
So Chloe and Ross have moved on to the burpee box jump overs. And they look like they've got, well, Chloe seems like she's got it down pretty much. She's hitting all the tactics that we've said previously with Gaz's video and stuff about staying nice and low, making sure that as you bring your feet up, it's close to the box. Ross might be snaking a little bit there. Let's see when he comes back. He's kind of hopping in that camera. Here he comes. A little bit of a snake, right? You don't think?
Yeah,
maybe it's a bit harsh.
No, you've said it before. You want to lead with your chest. There
lead with your
chest. Girls
chest,
at the top of finish, 12:32.
Yeah, boom.
Amazing time. I mean, that's like a minute, close to a minute and a half faster than anyone else.
Yeah.
Because we were the next fastest time.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like it.
No. But look, if you watch yourself versus Ross's burpees, you might just see on your one as you come over here, trying to get the chest to hit the ground first.
Yeah. Because I'm not particularly quick, but I'm not like easing my way in. You just got to get down.
Yeah, it's treated like a plyometric press up almost, right?
Yeah, something that can be tough with that is that it pushes the air out your lungs a little bit.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just a timing thing, a lot of practice. Like you say, plyometric push up. You also want to push those elbows through as quickly as you can.
Yeah, absolutely. I think our transitions in general are pretty good. I mean, I think my blood sugar's going low.
Yeah, man.
After this workout, just a record, after this workout I was not in a good place. I mean, like you said, we've been to competitions and stuff and we've done lots of workouts together, and it's probably the worst I've been. And
probably is the worst you've been.
It felt it. It wasn't an exaggeration, it really was. I don't know why. Maybe it was what I'd eaten that day.
I feel like we've had workouts together where the actual workout itself's been like a lot worse. And we've been in a lot more pain then. But afterwards, it's all gravy. Like we're having like Lucozades and stuff, and we're laughing and we're talking about. Whereas this is just like.
I mean, I'm literally in pain. I'm in the recovery position.
We're still. Imagine if you had another fight.
I didn't. I knew I didn't. Look, and you walk off because you're all pissed that we lost.
Oh,
and no, I'm just thinking.
It's all good. Yeah.
I'm just thinking about survival here.
I'm thinking about life. I'm like, do I even want to do CrossFit anymore?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just be a weightlifter or something like that. You know.
I think Chloe and me can relate right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Soul sisters.
Yeah, absolutely. Good work.
I'm loving that. I'm loving the rainbow attire.
I think it's Halo.
Yeah, really. I think you're probably right.
Yeah. No, it was good. It was good. The girls take the win, and fair and square, they thoroughly deserved it, and it was good, really good, to go head to head with them. I think wouldn't it have been interesting to have girl and boy?
Yes, it would have,
because one of every time one of them would have had a good.
I also would have really liked that.
Yeah.
but I feel like it's just a bit funnier. It's just like in the name of fun. It's just funnier going boys versus girls.
It is more fun.
Because also for bragging rights too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I know that if we'd claimed the title on that, it wouldn't be going away anytime soon.
No, probably not.
Probably get like a framed picture or something from after the workout. We'd all be like this, and the girls would be all pissed. Yeah, they'd be like, and we'd be like this. Hey, that time we beat you in a pairs workout. It's coming though. Run in, bring muscle ups. It's coming. Seriously.
Yeah.
Adzi.
We'll get Adzi to put it in.
Adzi, put that in, bro.
Some of the upcoming performance pieces are definitely quite challenging.
Yeah, this week.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, it's a humdinger. I really like the look of that workout. But then
very qualifier-esque, I'd say.
Yeah,
it's very typical of what you see in a qualifier.
You're not going to get stuff much shorter than that because there's no separation. But that's
unless it's a max lift.
The slightly heavier barbell is good to create some separation, but also that.
And then it's just fitness, isn't it? Burpees and toes to bars, it's two of the most tested moves in the open.
I'm liking it. And then a little bit of future advice is that there's heavy deadlifts.
There's some heavy deads
and strict
handstands coming our way. Yeah, so that would be a tough.
I'd be interested to see. I mean, I'm probably going to put my money onto Helen out of the best for everyone, but I'd be interested to see where people stack up with that. Really, I'm not totally sure. Like, obviously, handstands and deadlifts. Like,
we'll have to see. Littler might have something to say.
What are strict handstands like? I mean, is it enough strict handstands to outweigh someone who's weak on the deads?
No, it's a deadlift workout.
Yeah.
Anyway, we won't stop talking about it because they don't know what that one is.
Okay, I feel like these guys are coming to a close.
They are about to come to a close. Yeah, absolutely. So they've done well. I think.
Yeah, sorry, we had to start filling the silence with next week's workout because we've been sitting here for 30 minutes.
So burpees, just watching
sweet burpees.
But well done to everyone who did this because it was not the funnest of work.
No, I think it looked fun.
And working out with a partner, the premise of doing that is fun. Oh, we got some movement.
And then it took some souls.
Yes,
nice. That's a cool gym. Where is
I know, it looks huge, doesn't it? It looks like an old aircraft
like a hangar. A hangar. That is epic.
Yeah. It is big.
Let us know where that gym is in the comments, guys.
Yes, please. And well done to Ross and Chloe.
Awesome. Peace out.
Yeah, see you next week.